Scaria. This ancient land has suffered 30 long years under Akadola's brutal dictatorship. The opposition parties, progressives, intellectuals, and anyone who dared oppose him, all eventually yielded to his iron will. Everyone assumed that there would be no end to Akadola's rule. However, as his oppression grew stronger and as countless demonstrations were violently quelled, the enthusiasm for a Scarian revolution deepened. Until one day, when an uprising exploded like wildfire. The revolutionaries have made their camp in eastern Scaria, the country's poorest region. Inspired by the revolutionaries, commoners, long oppressed, have taken up arms against Akadola. While they are disorganized, lack supplies, and are fighting with farm tools, kitchen knives, and relics of previous wars, they are convicted in their hopes for a better future. Despite countless setbacks, the revolutionaries have secured a front line. Akadola commands his army from his palace, a shining jewel situated deep in the wealthy western province. Thousands of his troops, supporters, and mercenaries recruited from allied nations around the world stand guard in his palace. They are well equipped and well trained. With these advantages, Akadola commands an endless onslaught against the revolutionaries. Perpetual war ravages Scaria, with no end in sight for this power struggle. Yet, on this day, an airplane makes its way through the skies of Scaria. Its destination? The revolutionaries' eastern encampment. Navigating no-fly zones is a difficult task, and the pilot was forced to land along the western border, deep within the Scarian army's territory. A young college student stepped off the plane, full of determination to help overthrow Akadola's regime. She, however, never expected to find herself in such a dilemma. No one could have ever imagined that the fate of Scaria and countless lives would rest upon this young woman's shoulders.
Hello and welcome to Home Behind 2. I'm Silky Paws and we will be entering this battlefield today together. Now, this is something I'm usually would make a lot of fun of, but it also is a very, very tragic and interesting story. I know from what I've seen and from what I've looked around, this is definitely different to Home Behind, the first one. But in a lot of things, this is an interesting game from what I've seen so far. I have watched a couple of videos and stuff like this. And yeah, we are going to go more with a story and things. And trying to make this somehow an interesting experience. This is only the demo version, as you can see in the top right corner. And I'm super excited for it to actually come out. So yeah, we will be diving into this right away. I will go with most of the story to see what's going on. And yeah, we will see how this pans out. Let's start the whole thing. Now, this is my starting here. I have the option between a commando, a scout, a medic. I think I'm going with a medic, because I do like the idea of a medic and stuff like that. Now there's also the question, okay, mythic, interstellar, hobbies, daydreaming, so I actually can do a few things here. I can actually roll the talents here. Intellect, defense, dodge, holy hell. I cannot really pick talents, it seems myself. So, and this is an interesting thing. Fitness +3, I take melee and damage percent. I mean, that is an interesting thing. You basically could probably roll around here and do a lot of things. I think I'm going with that just because. Okay. This is interesting. So the size, how high you make them, also has an effect on where they are. Now, thinking about I want to go with medic, this makes sense. Does this have any effect? This also has an effect. Strength and fitness goes down, strength and fitness goes down. So I will be losing a lot of fitness here if I would do that. Strength, agility +1. That's fine. We are going with that. Nickname Mythical Interstellar. Blastery Time. Lamenting Midnight. Interesting. Interesting. Hobbies, movies, rock climbing, running, carpentry, cooking. There's a lot of things here if you look through this. I don't know if that makes... Oh, that actually does do... That does do something different. Okay. Let's go with that. Normal, hard, nightmare... I think we're going with the normal thing. I'm able to save manually. Not available in the demo version. Too bad. That would have been an interesting thing. But I think we're going with this. What we're having here. A nice little setup. Yes, we will lose some points here and there. We will probably be not very, very strong. Our main part will be with an agility and... intelligence. That is kind of our main thing probably here. And yeah, let's go with that and see where this leads us. Okay, while Scaria and various industries and technologies are still developing, the country's rich oil resource have produced enough funds for Akadula's government to feed and clothe the general population. Akadula rules Scaria with an iron fist and has managed to maintain a false sense of peace and stability for quite some time. A full-scale civil war has broken out after calls for true democracy grew loud enough. Scaria's eastern region have been occupied by the revolutionaries. Scaria is engulfed in division and conflict. Okay, this is where we are kind of getting off the plane. Apparently forced to land. They're very, very friendly chaps. Oh. Not so friendly, apparently. Okay. Nice guy from the shadows. Decides to make a wee bit of fire. Going through here, grabbing our young Brennan and dragging her off into a side street. That's interesting. Revolutionaries, after more than 20 years of heavy-handed rule by Akadula, the citizens of Scaria have finally had enough. Civil war officially broke out after a large group of peaceful demonstrators were massacred by Akadula's army. Forces who oppose Akadula and his government have joined the revolutionaries, setting up their own government in the eastern region of Scaria. The revolutionaries are now engaged in a fierce offensive against the government after the Noto Republic pledged their resources in support. On we go. In a desert along Scaria's southwest border. Wait, I can't run any farther. Where are we? My makeshift camp. Apologies for the mess, Miss Peepants. Miss Peepants? I'm soaked because Akadula's army sprayed me with their water cannons. I can't say it was the best welcome I've ever received. You must not have heard about Akadula's new policy, as the Noto Republic has effectively declared their support for the revolutionaries. All passengers from Noto are to be placed under arrest immediately. Damn it, I had no idea of the situation Scurry had deteriorated so quickly. Akadula has managed to prevent any information from escaping Scurry's borders. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to change out of these soaked clothes. If you don't mind, all I have here are a few unwashed military pants. I don't mind. I have to say, Miss Peepants, these pants sure do make you look like a fugitive. Why would you put a lid on your awful sense of humor for a moment? I'm not in the mood. My mother always told me I should have been a comedian. Still, I should thank you. You saved my life. Save your thanks, I'm not a philanthropist. I need a translator and a guide. It's damn near impossible to find decent Nortonans in Scaria these days. You might be better served by hiring a guide from a nearby village. Locals? I wouldn't depend on such uncivilized people for anything. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to turn over a citizen from the Noto Republic to Akadula for $100. You're looking at a local. Keep your prejudice for yourself. I only went to the Noto Republic as a child for schooling. And that explains why your Scarian is just as good as your English. Well, even if you are a local, at least you're highly educated and on the run, just like me. I suppose we should introduce ourselves. Please call me Bannon. I can't call you Miss Peepants? Would you knock it off? I'm beginning to wish you didn't save me. Fine, so why would you choose to return to Scaria at a time like this? You know, there are far more efficient ways to kill yourself. For Scaria, to take down Akadula. He is the true enemy of Scarian patriots. I began planning to return home as soon as I heard that a revolution was kicking off. I understand. So you're in revolutionary reserves? You could call it that. I'm just passionate, and you? What on earth is a Nortonan doing here? Are you just looking for a fight? I'm here for travel. What a perfect destination. You can call me Prince. No. Well, maybe. I don't know what to think of him yet. Prince, which fairy tale are you from? Fairy tale? This is more like a horror story, don't you think? Isolated, helpless, and alone in the desert, with few supplies. Do not mention the army. I'm well aware of our predicament. What can we do? Our first move should be to locate a means of transportation. There's no way we'll make it across the desert on foot. In fact, I've noticed some tire tracks. My guess that they were left by an old heavy truck. Tire tracks? That's unexpectedly professional of you. Where do you learn how to do that? Boy Scouts? Regardless. We should follow the tire tracks and catch up to the truck before it breaks down. So, okay, that is what we have. Then all we need is persuade the owner to lend the truck to us. That isn't funny, Prince. I'm a revolutionary, not a bandit. Fine. Hopefully whoever is driving is fine with hitchhikers. In any case, catching up to the truck should be our first priority. You may not like my sense of humor, madam, but we're in this together. Let's team up. It doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. A wise decision. Come on. Time is of the essence. If we miss this chance, we'll end up spending the rest of our lives in this desert. That's a future I'd like to avoid. We aren't going to get very far without a way to defend ourselves, you know. Whoever is driving the truck is sure to be armed. I've planned ahead. See the crate over there? There are 2 weapons inside of that I purchased from a few hungry poachers. I can't say they are much better than a lead pipe, but it's the best I could do in this damn desert. They'll be better than nothing. I've learned how to use these types of weapons before. You're just full of surprises, aren't you? Pick your weapon and let's set out. Make sure not to shoot yourself or me. I'm looking forward to that adventure, Miss... apologies, Miss Bannon. If you say that ridiculous nickname again, I may accidentally shut your mouth forever, Prince. Okay, she is rather on the furious side. Welcome to Home Behind 2. Only a limited amount of areas and content are available in this demo. Fair enough. In addition, the game is still under development. That's also great. Please note that this demo will conclude after you have explored 10 areas and reached the secret Norton base. Okay, so we have 10 areas to work with. Arrive a vehicle if we survive the punishing climate of Western Scaria. Prince had thankfully been tracking a vehicle. Okay, perfect. We are going with that. All the weapons and goods are stored within the walls. You need to select appropriate gear for the teammate. Okay, let's look in the warehouse. It's limited, however, you need to swap. What do we have? A light submachine gun. Frail depressed. That's not that good. Hello. Information fighters check their files. Strength and resolve. Yes. Teammate. Teammates. Age, job, ultimate skill. I kind of would like to put her in the second one. He's special ops, so I think he can take a couple of shots to the face. She is no strength, that's pretty decent, and no fitness. But high agility, high intelligence, that is kind of the thought behind it. He is kind of the same, which makes things a wee bit weird. Okay, I still kind of would like to hand her the MP. And he is getting the light machine gun. I guess that's what we can do. We don't have any armor or trinkets. Nope, we don't. That's unfortunate. So, we can't move without a vehicle. Deaths. We don't have any deaths, and apart from that, I would say our camp looks rather bleak. Well, let's set out to find the truck, shall we? Revolution morale affects teammates' morale at the start of an exploration. Perfect. Now, I think these are our tracks. Shape tracks, there we go. Right, the tracks we're looking for. Okay, with D we are going. Oh, we can click on that. Collect various resources during the exploration. That is good. I'm doing showing green. These will be lost if your exploration fails. Okay, so if an exploration fails, that kind of does that. We are getting an hour, some metal, some other things. That is not our tracks. We want that, we want that. An oasis. Ooh. Yeah, I think we definitely want to go for the oasis. Variation option shown. Okay, so the different things here also show our strength, agility, intelligence, fitness down there. Okay, that is great. Yes, I determined that already. Okay, perfect. Drinking water, highest certainty. Okay, let's see that we can get something. Plus 15. Plus 13. I think that is a good thing. Let's fish also some. And some more food. So we actually get a lot of supplies out of that already. But I think that is everything we have. Hey, analysis, we are in luck today. Luck? We wouldn't be walking through this damn desert if we were in luck. Try and be positive, Middling. Negative thinking won't get you anywhere in a situation like this. To tell you the truth, I'm curious. Akadula's cruelty has extended only to those in Scaria. What could he have done to you, a lifelong student in the Nortral Republic, to earn your hatred? Don't tell me that you returned to your country, just, you could say, you went on a desert adventure. And are you going to blow smoke up my arse with some pathetic patriotism excuse? Akadula killed my entire family and annihilated my tribe. Is that good enough reason for you? That's all you need to know for now. Now, piss off. Forgive me, I just feel like I need to understand the people I'm working with, if I'm going to trust them. Trust? If your father was betrayed by his friend who then ruined your entire future, you would understand that trust is a luxury and dangerous sentiment between people. I'm sorry, I may have gotten carried away. No, you speak the truth. If I had a pen and a paper, I would write your words down for posterity's sake. I really do want to hear about your childhood when you're in better mood. Let's stay focused on the task and hand for now. That's an interesting thing. I've stopped for a break and then you see 2 possible options for tracks. The heavy truck. I thought what could that be? I'd definitely go with the more deep and wide tracks. We're going on the right path. Perfect. Now, this looks like my tracks. Mission duration -1 hour. I think the duration might have something to do with what we need. Right, these are the tracks we're looking for. Perfect, another hour down. That guy looks like, I don't know, a snowman in the desert. Shit, army scouts located our position. Let's review then a proper shooting stance looks like. Watch out. Okay. Your teammates line up and prepare for battle upon entering an enemy. Pick on the flick to begin fighting. Can I do something there? Okay, well, start the battle. I can pause the battle. Okay, he's definitely hitting there. Okay, what can she actually do? Actually did some healing, that is good. New rough weapon. Well, I take that. Hey, I must admit, you are a more skilled fighter than I thought you would be. Skilled? I studied at the military college in North Republic for 3 years. I was ranked in the top 5 among my class for proficiency in light weapons. Education, education, real skill is determined on the battlefield. You're right, a firefight is a lot different than practicing at the shooting range. Because your targets in battle actually move? No, because my targets howl, scream, and beg for mercy. Yet you did not hesitate to pull the trigger. I begin to suspect this isn't your first time in battle. A foolish Northern tourist would never understand the sins that Akadula committed against my family and the rest of Scaria. I'll understand more than you think. Hate changes everything, yet I can't help but think of these fighters' names, their loves, their friends. I can't help but imagine how their family feel when they hear of their death. But I know I have to pull the trigger, and so I do. I'm curious about you, Prince. What compels you to pull the trigger? What quarrel do you have with these Scarians, strangers to you? My imagination is far less rich than yours. I fight for survival. Humans live by the rules of nature too. Survival of the fittest. If I don't kill them, they kill me. Showing kindness to the enemy brings cruelty upon yourself. I'm sure you learned this lesson for yourself one day. It's not a noble reason, but it's a solid one. I'll give you that. Okay, so I definitely should heal them up, even though that costs me supplies. But in the main thing, loot. We have pistol here. Not so sure about the DPS of the pistols. Medical to reduce. I don't have any medicals there. I don't really also have any job.
Hey.
So yeah, the pistol definitely isn't better than what I have. Team effect relief night permanent. What now? Did I collect the other thing back there? I think I did. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Revolution your bastards, you are the one ruining Scaria. What do you want? You change your mind. There you go. Success. Then it seems that makes sense. Ask where the truck went. No, buy supplies. Sure, let's buy some supplies. Not ideal. Buy a weapon. Oh my god. I would like to have that one, but that's not going to happen. I don't have the money. Too bad. Let's take that. I think there is some more here. Mission duration -1 hour again. That's another -1 hour. Let's see. We can click on that. That's 50 supplies. Ooh, medicine. That's a good thing, I guess. More medicine. Let's take a look. Rapid braking, tunings, a metal fragment, vehicle parts, and lots of armor casings. There was a battle here. It seems that we aren't the only people interested in tracking down this truck. That's right. Fortunately, these tracks are still very clear and the ammo casings are warm. I suspect we're extremely close to our target. Of course, I think it best if we use some supplies to restore our strength. We might need to persuade the owner of the vehicle in case he's not friendly. What you say makes sense, Prince. Yet I have my doubt about you. Are all tourists from North Republic so confident on the battlefield? Based on the way you're speaking, it seems as if you find this sort of situation to be normal. Actually, just take a moment and think clearly before you make up another story. I can see through more of your lies than you might expect. So who are you and what the hell are you doing in Scaria? This is the last time I'm going to ask nicely. Is this how you treat your rescuer, by interrogating them? Fine, I understand that you're consumed by doubt and that you have at least a dozen questions for me. But we have to track down this truck. We can't waste any more time. I promise, however, that I'll tell you the whole truth once we sort out our little transportation problem. I hope you keep that promise. Yeah, I actually would like to know. So I can search here for supplies. That's nice. 1 iron. I take that. Search for weapons. Ooh. A light machine gun. Also in good condition. I definitely take that. Then stored in the loot crate. These items must return to camp for inspection, cleaning before they can be used. That is fine with me. Okay, I guess we are moving on. Ambiguous tracks. Which direction should we go? No. Let's head to the east. Okay, we went the wrong track. Great. I totally messed that up. That cost us mission duration. At least we're getting an hour back here. Maybe I missed somewhere in the previous conversation. Wouldn't be a first. Let's take that. Some money here. This is our track again. More metal. I think metal is a good thing. We haven't found any other things yet. I will figure that out. The vehicle is nothing more than scrap. Frontal attack, sneak attack. What are the things? Agility, intelligence. What helps us? Inside of battle, we can even place explosives to greatly reduce the health from the start. I would say we are going with a sneak attack. Advantage C attack, you regret that. I regret that? Are you sure? Ow! Okay, shotgun definitely hurts. Oh, no, 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 no. What was that? Oh, no, 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 no. That hurts. How rude. New rough weapon. Okay. At least we got here something. I know that I don't think that I need to heal them for now. But let's have a quick look. I have 2 points, so I would like to have 1 in agility. Block rate, crit rating. I think I might also should get 1 point in here into fitness, just because, to get things up there. He is probably best served with some strength, but also some stability. What? Daily supplies have been allocated. How rude! Anyway, Haroon, you came just in time. I would have been shot to a pulp if you had come any later. Are you two some sort of husband and wife kick-ass mercenary team here to save me from the flames of death and dishonor? Husband, wife, mercenary? You got it all wrong. We are revolutionaries. More accurately, a lone revolutionary and an innocent tourist from the Northern Republic. A strange couple, but I owe you my thanks nonetheless. Your trucker seems to be the talk of Scarian Desert. Driving in these areas sure to draw the attention of the army and bandits alike. That is my tribe's last treasure. I have to protect it, no matter the cost. Akadula took everything else we had. It seems that we have a common enemy in Akadula. I'm Benin, a Scarian, and this Norton here is named Prince, apparently. Please call me Haroon. I'm the eldest son of a once illustrious and honored Kasa tribe. In fact, the army has been hunting me for a month. I've been on the run for a month in this damned desert. The Kasa tribe, didn't you support Akadula during his accession to the throne? How did you fall so far? While 3 tribes supported Akadula's conquest, only the Hamufa, his own tribe, reaped the rewards of his victory. The others were cast aside the moment he stepped into the palace. Akadula ordered the immediate expulsion and execution of the Kasa and Tinari tribes. There are very few of them left. So much for honor. At least Akadula is predictable. He never leaves anyone alive that could threaten his power. You sure do know a lot of Scarian history for a Northern tourist. I always read about the country's history for visiting for the first time. You know, a deep dive. You're from Northern Republic? Based on that gun in your hand, I'd say you've gone a bit too far with your deep dive. How did you end up in the western wasteland of Scaria? Aren't the Kasa based in central Scaria? In the past, yes. Akadula hired hordes of raiders that slowly pushed us from our fertile lands into the desolate sands. Now our homes stand up upon the dunes, as barren as our hopes. Even finding water has become a daily struggle. Living among the tribe grows more difficult by the day, and we've lost countless elders to starvation and malnutrition. Those of us who survived and still had the strength to fight answered the call of the revolutionaries. We wish nothing more than to escort Akadulus to his death. Yes, my tribe territory was so far from the revolutionaries' base to the east. There's little we could do to starve off the army's attack. All of our fighters have fled for their lives, so we're sacrificed where they stood. You look at the last warrior of the Kasa tribe. At least you've earned yourself an impressive title, but one filled with sorrow and saddened by your struggles. And I'm saddened by the state of your trunk. You got here from Central Scaria and that thing? It looks to be in poor condition. Can it still move? This beast? It's an advanced Euro truck produced in the 80s by the Borough Federation. My father worked incredibly hard to get it from the Tribal Council. It's got a 240 horsepower V8 diesel engine, a 5-speed manual transmission, a 2-speed axle, and can handle up to 12 tons, my friend. Listen to the sound of its steel plates. Look like it's bulletproof glass. Look closely and you'll notice that the cab, full tank and engine are all protected by reinforced armor. She also comes equipped with the most advanced shock absorbers from the Borough Federation, which offered a smooth ride on even the toughest terrain. I don't see anything you just described on the vehicle in front of me. Am I hallucinating, Benin? Her current state is an exception to the rule. I haven't been able to find the necessary materials for repair. See the marks? Those were left by a 12-7 round from a heavy machine gun. I'd have met the old man in the sky a long time ago if this were a regular truck. She's been a faithful travel companion, except for the occasional brake failure. You should have seen her before this last ambush. Damn the army. The body, tires and engine seem all to be somewhat damaged. She won't be able to drive until we repair her. But we need transportation and we'll need it now. Remember, we're being tracked by the army as well. Here, take the keys. I owe you. You saved my life. We have some common enemy, Akadula. There is nothing I can do to repair the truck. You may be able to fix it up if you have the right supplies. Check the crate next to the truck for a few supplies and oil. It isn't much, but it should get you started. But no objections. Let's see where our Ural is hurting. Okay, perfect. Just ask him to join us. If you can repair the truck, repair the truck. Okay, now... There we go. Repair freehand. They're actually not too bad with the whole freehand stuff. Oh. So if I'm basically being fast here, I get additional success. Truck's at 7. Oh no, fail. How rude. Okay, that hurts the integrity. Ah, now we're talking. Okay, at least we're getting up a little bit. Okay, I really should not press the broken cogwheels. I didn't get that one. I think we need to get up to 100. We're working on that. Track status +3. Of course it now gives us the bad thing. Perfect. What does he have? Frail, timid. Simple armor, timid. That hurts a little bit, but at least he has some armor. Perfect. We found the vehicle and we are moving on. Is he in the loot chest? It doesn't matter too much. I think we can go on here. Let's go there and get that sorted. And for him, I will check actually what the other guy has. I don't think that we have another battle ahead. Nope. This is the end of the road. Which brings us into our little home camp, or in our little camp, if I'm not mistaken, which is here. We get actually a lot of resources here. Exploration awards, some medicine. Confirm that. We solved our transportation problem, but I still have no idea about the true identity prince. Hey, is there no Scarian work for concession, my friend? Is there no Nortonian word for honesty? If you're looking for allies in strangers, you must be willing to speak truthfully, my friend. Fine, fine, but even if I speak the truth, I fear you will not believe me. Though I may appear to be some lone wolf or rogue, I'm actually agent for the Norton Republic, Civic Security Bureau, assigned to special operations within Scaria. Wait, you must be joking. An agent? And I'm the president. An innocent tourist from the North Republic, I knew were lying through your teeth. See, I knew you wouldn't believe me. Patience is a virtue, my friend. Will you allow me to finish speaking? No! I acknowledge that I may have hurt your fragile little hearts, but would you really expect me to tell you this from the start? I came to Scaria for a secret mission, and while I would love to tell you everything, CSP policy prevents me from discussing further details. Look who's finally developing a sense of integrity. I'm trying. It's a shame that the mission has gone poorly up to this moment. As such, I've lost all contact with headquarters. As you can see, I'm on my own in this lifeless wilderness. Do you really think I could walk up to someone and say, "Hello, nice to meet you. I'm an agent from the North Republic. Take me to Akatulu so I can kill me." Because I'm a tourist, and that's the way it has been. It isn't the most convincing cover story, but it will have to do. You're really a Norton agent, huh? You're a far cry from what the movies taught me to expect. I was disappointed as well. I thought they would have given me some explosives, untraceable bullets, and sexy blonde sidekick. And of course, I don't have a card that says I'm a special agent. I suppose they expected me to die faster. But the CBS did give me an escape plan. Step 1, find transportation. We've accomplished that. And step 2, do you think you can escape across the western borders? I've tried, and let me tell you, it's hopeless. The border is guarded by thousands of Akadula soldiers, and they are ordered to shoot unidentified civilians upon sight. We'll be shot to shreds, our bodies will be unrecognizable. Relax, I'm not stupid enough to die at the border. So, Mr. Secret Agent, what's the next step of your plan? Don't forget that the Norton's embassy was closed long ago. What do you expect to help? Who do you expect to help you now? I was given the coordinates to the Norton Republic's secret base before I left on my mission. Its location is in West Skaria, not far from our current position. A secret Norton base in Skaria? You must be joking. Think of it as a secret embassy. After all, the CSB is interested in both the security of the Norton Republic and the world at large. Are you joking? No, I'm completely serious. I would be hopeless to try and I make it there alone. There's a chance with help from you two and the sleek Euro truck, however. We can make it to the secret base alive. We should be able to make contact with the CSB and get air support or sea support. Let it be known that I have no interest in aiding the Skarian revolutionaries. I will return to the Norton Republic as soon as we make it to the base. Return to Norton, but I'm here to fight Akadula. I'm here to see the sun rise on a brighter future for all Skarians. You're going to run at such a pivotal moment in history. I refuse to back down. Akadula must pay his debt on his own blood. You seem to be failing to cope with reality. Tell me exactly what sort of contribution do you think 2 or 3 people can make in the Civil War? If you insist, however, I can make other arrangements. After all, the Norton Republic is willing to support the revolutionaries in all actions except direct and military action. Would you agree if I could ensure the CSB would not only provide you with intel supplies and gear, but then help escort you to the revolutionaries' eastern base? That plan sounds feasible, what do you mean? I've heard that the Civil Security Bureau has influence all across the world. They spent decades digging tirelessly like groundhogs for refuge wherever it may be needed. Indeed, an apt analogy. I'm still not sure I believe you, but we don't really have any other options, do we? We'll have to trust you for now. And this secret base of yours is loaded with supplies? That's good news, at least. Norton's never let our partners down. You'll be happy years from now when you look back at this decisive moment, if we live that on. Believe me, Prince, I'm going to be my best to outlive you. Enough bickering, otherwise we may as well say our final prayers where we stand. I hope that the road ahead of us will be clear of bandits and Akadula's lackeys. Madam, this is your first time in the Skarian wilderness, is it not? Are you feeling out of your element? I can share my survival experience with you, if you please. I'll speak for free, of course. To be honest, I'm quite sure of myself. However, if you need someone to hear your stories, I'm more than willing to listen. I was quite sure of myself in my youth as well, until the day Akadula taught me a hard lesson. First, we're short of 2 vital resources, cash and supplies. I believe you already understand the importance of cash. You're accustomed to capitalism if you spend time in the Norton Republic. Weapons, camps, upgrades and more can be purchased with cash. Supplies represent essential resources such as food, drinking water and ammunition. Supplies are distributed among teammates every day at 0. We'll go hungry if our supplies are exhausted. Oil is rather rare resource and is perhaps our Skaria's most valuable product. A large amount of oil will be consumed while driving between locations. Oil will also be necessary to unlock new technologies and other upgrades. There are 4 other basic materials: stone, wood, metal and transistors. All of these materials will be required when upgrading our cape and fortifying our gear. I can understand that these resources will be important to us, but we are currently looking at a rather empty-handed. Exactly, you must keep our eyes wide open while exploring and collect these resources. When you have the chance, don't forget to look for new gear and weapons for your teammates either. Thanks for the tips, Haroon. Don't be too proud of yourself if I come back with a truckload of resources. I wish you only the greatest success. I have the feeling that our little band of guerrillas will soon be famous across Skaria. Perhaps my imagination will be stronger once we're resupplied. So we now have a truck. Okay, congratulations, you've unlocked your first facility camp truck. And the details. Your new teammate will appear in your reserves. Click and drag transfer battle queue below. position and attack range. Weapons will be highlighted in red if not suitable for the fighter's position. Okay, here's the thing. I want to have a quick look around things. Intelligence plays most important position at the high intelligence. You may level up your teammate's skill by clicking at the icon. Okay, I actually want to upgrade that one because this is a good one we have. Now, okay, looking at this submachine gun is not good for this. Let's have a quick look around what we actually have. Ooh, this one is actually pretty decent in that position. What do you have? Oh no, that is something Bannon has there.
Hey.
I think this is a good idea to kind of go with these. I mean, looking at this, these weapons are unfortunately not pretty decent.
Hey.
But yeah, looking through things, he is also... Yikes. He got very, very hard hit. So I think we want to bring him down. Now he is more on a live thing.
Hey.
What now? Oh, that gun isn't even suitable for where he stands. Damage rate, crit rate, moral crit rate. But he gets this gun. No. He is very high in strength and fitness. That is great.
Hey.
So I would say he might should get some resolve to get us there.
Hey.
Okay. I think we should be great in this kind of regards. But yeah, we are definitely already pretty long along already. Let's have a quick look at our truck though. Ability move across the world map. Okay, personal. Well-assembled truck. A lot of trouble. Okay, so we have those things. Tax. Yeah, we don't really have any option to add to things. But at least we can put them in here. That should be doing the trick. Yeah, looking here, this is kind of our current way to go. But as this is something we will definitely have a look. Click at the location. Northern Signature Base isn't too far away. And yeah, I could explore one of these locations here. Unknown features, small planes, reward resupplies, so reward cash. There's definitely different options. There is different options. But yeah, I would say this is definitely already a pretty long ride for the introduction and the tutorial. So I would say we are kind of saying, hey, we are keeping it here for the moment. There is definitely more to come of this, as this is these types of games I also do enjoy. I mean, I did also enjoy Darkest Dungeon. This seems to go a little bit into that direction. I might also have a little bit of a look at Warsaw, which is also a little bit an older game, but also in this kind of direction. But more a little bit into the Darkest Dungeon direction. But yeah, at that point, I would say thank you all so much for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment. And yeah, at that point, thank you all so much for being here. I hope to see you all the next time, and as always, play it nice and keep your claws retracted.